Hi everyone, this is day like 65, I think, of me quitting pot. I'm putting together some lunch. I made some like lentils and farro and a bunch of veggies and made it almost like into a porridge. So I'm gonna have some after lunch, but I wanted to give you guys an update on where I am. And I'm feeling really lucky because some of you checked in, and I have this tendency that when things aren't going well in my life or when it's not going perfect, I immediately hide. I kind of fall into this pit of self-loathing, and part of the work of recovering from our dependency on weed is that self-loathing. And someone mentioned, and I totally relate to this, that part of me wanting to disassociate with weed is that whenever I'm faced with a problem, I have this immediate pressure to solve it. So it's like, here's your problem, think about it and solve it. All you got to do is put a little block on your calendar for 2 hours and solve it. And not all problems are that way. Like, yes, sometimes we procrastinate things that could be like a 1 or 2 hour block, but this expectation to constantly be like requiring a material productive needle forward, as opposed to being like, okay, I brainstorm some stuff and I have to kind of think about some stuff. Those things aren't productive. They're not like submitting an application or whatever. But long story short, since my last update, I couldn't stop smoking, and it really made me feel really shitty about myself. I was judging myself. I told myself that basically you're at day one now. Like, all of the effort that you put into it, everything that you've done, you're at day one. And the reason why I got here is because once I got back from the vacation, I had this like immense pressure to like get a job, even though I've not been faring well in the application process, like increasing my volunteer hours just so I can get a job, like all of this immense pressure. And I didn't have a solution for these things. And I ended up basically like disassociating and smoking for 2 weeks. And yeah, it made me feel really shitty, made me feel like I've jeopardized my goals, that I can't do this, that I'm failing. There's probably going to be a part 2. And I've just been stuck in that feeling. And a few days ago, I was like, no, we know how to solve this. And so go to part 2 to figure out more about where I am now. Post self-loathing spiral for like 2 weeks, 14 days.